Galnet News Digest, 5th of July 3304. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, Aegis's Rearguard action. Alliance left out in cold as powers eliminate League. Bodice-Ripper author invites commanders along for the ride. Aisling just can't decide. Aegis's Rearguard action. Suggestions that the Vanguard megaship have been hiding round the corner because its Aegis crew are a bunch of cowardly custards were strongly denied by Aegis High Command, following the week-late arrival of the Vanguard in the Deciat system. Meanwhile, the Thargoid's focus has shifted to two new stations, Bunnel Dock in Nogambi and Paris Station in Timbala. Both of these new systems contain ammonia worlds, unlike Deciat. In related news, the respected journalist Farmaker LaFosse has postulated that the Thargoid worshipping cult of dangerous nutjobs may be spies for the Thargoids. LaFosse believes that the Thargoids have been collecting occupied escape pods, brainwashing the occupants and sending them back as spies and fifth columnists, cunningly disguised as a bunch of eschatological no-hoopers who refuse to speak to anyone outside the Thargod cult. Leading exotheologian Dr. Alfred Yulianov, who along with Gethin Okonkwo is one of the few practitioners of this obscure social science, pointed out that the Thargodians don't speak to anyone outside their cult because they don't see any point, given that we'll all be dead soon. An alternative theory about the escape pods is that Thargoids use the occupied escape pods as food for their larval Tharglets, which makes an even more lurid and exciting story. We'll be first with the news just as soon as there is any. Otherwise, we'll speculate. Alliance left out in the cold as powers eliminate League. Following the capture of League of Reparation assassins 2 weeks ago, Imperial and Federal security forces have used decrypted messages to carry out a series of raids on secret League ships and outposts. Captain Neve Suetonia of the Superpower Task Force revealed how the raids came just in time to save another tranche of murders of the innocent descendants of INRA employees. She explained that the League has now been wiped out in Federal and Imperial systems, and all that remained was to investigate how the League managed to gain privileged access to key military communications channels, something that suggests that the now defunct League had supporters in high-up places. The Alliance Tribune pointed out that the organisational hub of the League of Reparations, its nexus, has not yet been discovered, and further pointed out that no League of Reparations cells in the Alliance systems have been eliminated. It accused the Empire and Federation of sidelining the Alliance police, and went on to suggest that prominent Alliance political and military personnel remain in danger, and that if the League has not in fact been wiped out, many more victims may soon follow in the charred footsteps of Admiral Buchanan of Lave and Chief Inspector K. Kilbride. Bodice-Ripper author invites commanders along for the ride. Olav Redcourt, author of the Corsair King series of historical romances, has embarked on a major promotional tour, and he, or rather his publicist, has invited independent commanders to travel with him. Redcourt's novels are set in the 2600s. The latest, The Storm of Desire, brings together the romantic sensibilities of Chuck Tingle with the raw sexual tension of Jane Austen. The book is jointly published by Bonespire Publishing and Not So Fantastic Books Publishing Limited, and takes the form of a choose-your-own-adventure holo novel, letting readers choose their own ending and letting them experience scenes from the book in wraparound virtual reality. Starting this week in Blatrimp, the 50-destination tour of the galaxy will end in 8 weeks' time in Procyon. Mr. Redcourt was said to be delighted to be cast in the role of what he described as a damn human ball in a galactic game of pinball during his tour. Aisling just can't decide. People's Princess Aisling Duval was this week reported to be choosing the bridal wear for her forthcoming nuptials with Federal Commoner Ambassador Jordan Rochester. No details are yet forthcoming, but we can't wait to see if it'll be white, cream, or a shade of blue that matches the princess's hair. And we can't wait to see her family out in public. Aisling's siblings have until now been kept very much in the background. Will her younger sister wear a clinging dress that shows off her pert bottom to best effect? Will Daddy Duval, Mad Harold the Half-Wit, attend the wedding? Will Aisling choose to wed in a Fargodian chapel of fear? Will there be an assassination, and if so, will it be Duval or the ambassador that bites the highly polished cathedral floor? All we can be sure of is that there's an awful lot of readers wanting us to speculate. And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News, we read the news so you don't have to.